Okay, everyone, welcome back. We have got a very cool knife to talk about today. This was loaned in from a good friend of mine, Eric, who lives out in the Salt Lake City area. Blades and Bullets is his Instagram. Go give him a follow. I'm going to put his link to him down below in the description because he's got some cool stuff coming. He's kind of doing some moving and shaking, and he always has like. I thought I had a good collection of knives until I started following him, and before I met him several years ago in the Salt Lake area, we hung out for a day at the Blade HQ grand opening of their new facility. It's not new anymore, but he's a super cool guy, and he's got amazing knives. Like, yeah, I'm jealous of a lot of the stuff he gets. And he sells some stuff for some other friends and collectors and whatnot. So he's always got the most cool stuff. You think my stuff's cool? No. Go check him out. What we're talking about here today is the Hawk Knives Deadlock Model C. So this is the most current one that just came out. I believe they released at Blade Show, but really everybody at the gathering, it seems like since the gathering, it's all I see. Everybody's got one of these and posting all over Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. Everybody but me. I'm not a huge out the front guy, but I have always wanted to check out a Deadlock. So when Eric got one, he had posted it and I made a comment that, dude, So he reached out and said, hey, do you want to check it out? I said, absolutely. And he sent it out right away. And here we are talking about it. And I've learned a lot about G&G Hawk. It's a father and son team, Grant and Gavin, out of Idaho City, Idaho. And really, everybody probably knows. But for those of you that don't know, like I didn't know, and I'm going to put a link to their website below, and there are two amazing videos on their About page that's worth watching. One's like 7.5 minutes, and one's like almost 19 minutes. Do yourself a favor. Trust me when I tell you, it's worth the 20 minutes of your time to watch the long video. If you don't want to watch them both, watch the longer one. It's a whole shop tour, and they build these and design all of these crazy mechanical mechanisms for knives in an old barn with fireplaces and wood-burning stoves to heat the place. And it's literally an old barn, not modern at all. It's so interesting. So back in 95, Grant the father basically went to Chris Reeve over in Boise and said, I want to be a knife maker. And Chris laughed and said, everybody wants to be a knife maker. And basically told Grant to go make a knife and bring it back. And so Grant did. He took it back to Chris. Chris tore it apart, said it was a terrible knife, and that gave Grant the motivation he needed to become one of the foremost knife designers there is. Super technical, super good on mechanical things. And I've done another video on one of them. I don't remember the name, but I'll look and try to leave a description down below. They're just really big into different mechanics. So the tie lock that Chris Reeve sells right now was designed by them. They did a bunch of stuff for CRKT, and really they design it, they prototype it, they make a few working prototypes that they can sell, and then they basically sell that idea to CRKT, Chris Reeve, you name it. People are using their mechanical ideas. So anyway, let's jump into why this may be one of the ultimate out to the front knives ever. Yeah. So let's dive into the specs first. 5 inches closed, 8 3/8 overall, 3.5 inch blade, 3.45 inch blade, with a 3.3 inch cutting edge on both sides. This model is only a dagger style. It is 20 CV. The blade thickness is 0.152. The overall thickness, I'm going to give you two measurements here, is 0.562, minus the clip, of course, and then 0.749, including the fire trigger. Okay? And it weighs in at 4.6 ounces. It's titanium carbon fiber. And let's zoom in, and we need to take a look at, we'll just start with the clip. It is a hinged spring clip. Now I have seen other clips like this in the past. The Sigil, Microtech Sigil, had a spring clip different. It was flush mounted, and then you kind of pushed it and it popped out to go into your pocket. I never got to handle one of those. Well, no, I think I did handle one once, and I didn't really like it. But this one works super great. You can put it into your pocket by pressing it and putting it in your pocket, or you can just put it in like a normal clip. It works both ways. So this one should not destroy your pocket. Eric, the owner, said it's the first knife he's had that hasn't destroyed his pockets. And I understand the pocket-killing clips. I've carried a lot of knives, and my jeans are not worn out. The only thing worn out is the corner of my right pocket. So I need to get new jeans because it looks like holy hell, and it's all frayed and destroyed and whatnot. So I get it. So they did put some information here on the side. Patent number for their mechanism, 20 CV. Deadlock, 2021. G&G Hawk. I mean, they did a fantastic job. The carbon fiber inlay is just beautiful. The stonewashing on the blade is just great. And if you look at the grind lines, it's just a beautiful point. Very symmetrical. It's hard to even show. And then on the back side, the same. Got a little something on there. But it's just really, really a beautiful blade. Now, what makes this different than every other out the front? It is rock solid. There is no blade play. There's nothing. It is solid as a freaking rock. Now, I don't have many out the fronts. Like, I legit only have one other one. This little USB Boker. But hopefully I can demonstrate the issue. I don't know if you can hear that. It rattles, and there is blade play in all directions. Don't even know. Yeah, it's so minor, it's hard to show. But trust me, it's there. There's nothing here. It's literally like a fixed blade or a solid frame lock. Like, it's not moving at all. The fire mechanism is way smoother and requires less pressure, less pounds of PSI to activate than the Microtechs or any other OTF that I've ever used. It's less. Yeah, it's less than this Boker. This takes a little more oomph to fire than its huge brother. Not even a brother, but this is just so satisfying. And if you go to their website, they talk about the mechanism, and they have them with 200,000 life cycles. And it's still going, right? That's how well the spring is designed and the inner workings. I'm not even going to attempt or even think about taking this apart. Even if Eric had told me, yeah, take it apart, I would know. I would take it apart, and some spring or something would go flying way over there, and it would never be seen again, and I'd have to buy him a new knife, which you can't buy because they're sold out. They're going to have more. If you're interested, go to their website, sign up for their newsletter, which is where you can order these. Once they make more, right? They're working on that. So there will be more, according to the website. But yeah, sign up for the newsletter. You get information and stuff like that. These are about $1,000, I think, is what I saw. There's a deposit. There's all this stuff. But yeah, it's pretty freaking amazing. I'm not going to lie. So I kind of want one now. So here's a couple of size comparisons. Here's with Sharpie. The AA battery. The Spyderco. Now, I do love my Oreo cookies, but I really love chocolate chip cookies. Now, this isn't a good comparison, though, because this is just from my local grocery store bakery, so they're not all uniformed. But I did remember to bring an Oreo. These are double stuffed Oreos. So you got that comparison. And yeah, it kind of leaves some crumbs there. The D cell battery. And since I had the Boker here, this is a California legal under 2-inch blade. Just to give you that perspective. It's literally smaller than the handle. But this is not to say that this is a huge knife. This is just a tiny knife, right? So, here it is next to the Hellraiser. Again, this is kind of a non-traditional style and shape as well as the OTFs. But I am just really excited about handling this knife, number one, and then learning about G&G Hawk. That's what happens is people send knives or retailers send knives or whatnot, and I got to do a little bit of research because I want to give you guys some information and not sound like a total, moron. So I do a little Googling and I watch some videos and I hang out and I read some stuff and all that, and this is what I get. I learn about the different makers and the companies and stuff like that, and that's super exciting to me. So please do yourselves a favor and go to their website link down in my description and check out the 18 plus minute video that really just gives a shop tour and an outline of where they've come since 95 till not today. The video wasn't made today, of course, but whenever the video was made recently, because I think you'll enjoy it. So there you go. Thanks a lot, Eric, for sending this in. It's been a pleasure. And I did carry this one for a couple of days because he told me to. So I did get a lot of pocket time with it and whatnot. And it's super great in the pocket. It feels great whether you're standing, sitting, walking, running, whatever. It's just a great knife. So thanks, everyone, for watching. I know this kind of went a little long, but there was a lot of information to kind of ramble about. So there you go. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.